What's up, y'all? Arnell here, and welcome to Day 1, Episode 1 of the Progress Not Progression series. I went over what I'll be doing in this series in a separate video, so if you need more information on what I'll be doing each week, don't worry, there'll be a link in the description box below to that video. Now, I just finished setting up my STEEZY Studio account, and after browsing the classes, I decided to start off by taking an intermediate class. Main reason for that? I haven't danced in months, so I want to start off slow, and work my way up to those more advanced classes. That being said, the first class I'll be taking is BTS's DYNAMITE. Fun fact, I am a K-pop fan, however I wouldn't say that I'm part of any fandom. Not yet anyway. The reason I decided to take this class is because my mom asked me to. My mom's heard the song, she likes it, she thinks it's catchy, and when we found out that it was available on STEEZY Studio, I couldn't say no, because you can't say no to mom, right? So without further ado, let's dance.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 3 and 4. Okay? So it's gonna be like you have an 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. So,
alright, so day 2 of learning BTS's DYNAMITE. I just dumped all my footage from yesterday onto my computer. That way I can watch myself dance, kind of see where I'm at. Also watch Brian and Ellen do the piece a couple times so I can create some goals for this upcoming cleaning session.
Let's go!
There are 3 things on my checklist I want to keep in mind for cleaning this section specifically. Number 1, lines. Number 2, level changes. And number 3, the footwork. I really feel like that footwork, where you're traveling forward, is the highlight of the first section. So I want to dedicate 30 minutes, maybe even more, to that move specifically, because I think if I could get that looking right, that'll make things a lot easier for me moving forward. So now that I have these goals in mind, gotta finish setting up and then get started. My arms are down, straight, slightly bent under here, then 1, 2, 3,
8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
and 1. I think I just have to keep it tight. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's
Shining through the city with a little focus on. Light it up like dynamite. Whoa. Can't stop in the stars tonight. So we bring the fire, set the night light. Shining through the city with a little focus on. Light it up like dynamite. Whoa.
So have your left foot step 45 degrees out. And then your right hand is going to go like pushing your neck. So kind of goes from here to up. And then you're going to kind of lean your body back.
ankles. Hey. 6.
Just try to make that little bounce happen. And then
Yeah, it kind of looks cooler if I just keep it, because I'm doing this. 5 and 6, keep it straight, then go out. Okay, so it's time to reflect on the week I spent learning BTS's Dynamite on STEEZY Studio. Before I get started, I wanted to mention two things though. First, I forgot to mention in the series announcement video that I'm only giving myself an hour per day to clean during phases 2 and 3. This is so that I keep myself engaged, because I thought I would become complacent if I gave myself too much time each day. Second, when I say final clip at any point, I'm referring to the one where I'm wearing a zip-up maroon jacket. The one where I'm wearing yellow, I filmed that after phase 3 was done, but I had a stomach ache, so I wanted to sleep on it basically and try again the next day. Okay, so now on to the reflection. When it came to the dance side of things, I realized that I need to find balance when it comes to performing. This piece, when you watch it, it comes across as easy, but I made a big mistake going into it with that mindset, because I ended up trying to make moves way more complicated than they really were. One major example of me doing this was in the second 8 count. I kept trying to make everything bigger and more powerful, and I ended up using a lot more energy than I needed to for that section. Another thing I noticed is that my performance was affected heavily by my breathing. This is something I've struggled with ever since I kind of started dancing. I tend to hold my breath whenever I'm performing, and it's because I'm thinking too much. I'm focused so hard on what comes next that I forget to breathe, and I end up getting really tired to the point where the second half of choreography just looks super sloppy, and it's because I don't have energy to put the proper textures, to make things look clean and smooth. Fortunately, I noticed those things at the end of phase 2 after I watched the recordings I did for that day, so I took note of those things, went into phase 3, and that cleaning day went so much better because I was able to be aware and be conscious of my breathing habits so that I could keep energy throughout and just overall have a better balance during the performance. However, I wasn't satisfied with myself. That probably has to do with my inability to accept or recognize the fact that I lost a step or 2 or 3 or 5 because I haven't danced in a year. It was very humbling to see myself struggle this week because I've decided to move forward with a beginner's mindset. I feel like I'm a beginner dancer. I know that may sound harsh because I do have experience and I have performed on pretty competitive stages in the past, but that was in the past. This is where I'm at now, and I just have to take things day by day and work towards just improving little by little each day instead of expecting myself to be at this certain level, and have long-term goals so that I'm better equipped to become the dancer I want to be. On top of that, I've kind of realized that this progression series, it's more than just about dance for me. Throughout this pandemic, I've wrestled with my weight. It's gone up and it's gone down, but the gain portion hasn't been all fat. With the way that I've been exercising, I've kind of realized that my upper body's gotten a little bit more bulky, and that has me moving differently because the added muscle and bulk, it prevents me from extending and doing certain angles, at least the way that I was used to. Therefore, I decided to make some lifestyle changes too, in regards to the way I work out and my diet, of course. So here's to progressing in more than just dance throughout this series. It's also about developing lifestyle changes. I think that's all I have to say for now. So I guess I'll wrap up this reflection period and close episode 1. Like and subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Peace.